we have an on-demand generation. Come on, it's true. And some people want an on-demand God. Okay, you got it? Some of you want an on-demand God. You prayed about it. You said, God, I'm single. And I want this honey. Christian honey. She's got to be a certain shape and coloured hair. And she's got to be beautiful and attracted to me. And God, you've got to answer this prayer in the next 10 minutes. Because you have an on-demand God. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. And so that's the way in which we start to live, you know. Or maybe, you know, maybe you prayed a prayer, God, heal mum and dad's marriage. You prayed, and it didn't happen within 5 minutes, and they broke up anyways. Well, where's God? The on-demand God. I prayed about it, He didn't answer me. Or maybe you wanted a baby and you prayed, nothing happened. That's it. I'm out of here. On-demand God. And you get frustrated, and you decide in your head, God's not real. Because He didn't answer my prayer. He didn't bring the babe. God's not powerful. God doesn't care. Because He didn't answer my prayer in 5 minutes. Where is the on-demand God? The answer is, He doesn't exist. Okay? It doesn't exist. Okay. So let's take a step back, just for a moment. Take your notes out. If you're taking notes this morning, I want to take a step back and just look at the biblical concept of God. Is that all right? Yeah. Is that okay? You got to talk to me. Become Pentecostal. Yeah. Am I preaching okay? Go, yeah. If I preach badly, you've got to help Him, Jesus, okay? I don't want to hear that. Okay. Okay, if you're taking notes, God doesn't exist to serve us. We exist to serve God. Yes. Ouch. Everyone say ouch. Ouch. God does answer our prayers, but God doesn't exist to do what we think He should do all the time. Okay, I got 2 amens up the front here. Amen. You're a hard crowd. Yes, amen. We exist to serve God. Come on. Have you noticed, look, I just want to draw this to your attention. Have you noticed when you read the scriptures, we are not the main characters? Have you noticed that? We are not the main character. The main character of the scripture is Christ and the relationship with the Father. And we are the observers, okay? And some people have a view of Christ that He's some sort of genie, you know, like Akiko's picture in Japan. If I put some money in the temple, I will have success in life. So let's just change the picture, and I've done a slot machine. Sometimes, next picture. Sometimes, I've got to be honest with you, some of us think like this. We put our tithe into the on-demand machine, the on-demand God machine, and we expect a response back straight away. I put my tithe in, and my answered prayer comes out. Okay? And what I want to say to you this morning, God is the potter, but we are the clay. Yes. In the book of Romans and the book of Jeremiah, chapter 18, the Bible tells us very clearly that He shapes us for a purpose so we can be faithful for Him. He shapes us. He molds us. He shapes our lives to be able to serve Him faithfully. Okay? And the purpose, can I say, the purpose of this particular series will only go for a few weeks, because before Easter we want to talk about what Easter is all about, because it is really confusing at Easter. Have you watched the news? Yes. At Easter time, on Friday, they always go to the fish market. Have you noticed that? Every Friday, Easter Good Friday, the news goes to the fish market. And you ask yourself, what on earth is this all about, going to the fish market? And the answer is, there's a whole bunch of Catholics, it's called Lent, and the idea is you're not meant to eat meat, and they swapped it with fish, and you eat fish on a Friday. What on earth has that got to do with Easter? Okay, we can talk about that just before Easter, and we're going to talk about what is Easter all about. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to go for a few weeks. And so what we're going to do is, people, I believe, do not want to reject the real God of Scripture. So let's look at the real God of Scripture today. Is that all right?
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to reject the fabrication, and we're going to look at the biblical God.
Yes.
How's that?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes.
I'm working on your heart, aren't I?
Yes.
Okay, number one, if you're taking notes, there are three qualities of the heart of God I want to describe to you. If God is not an on-demand God, then who is he? Number one, God's heart is always loving. Can you write that down? Can you say it with me? God's heart is always loving. Now, I've got a question, parents. Just look at me for a moment. How many parents have kids here? Just lift up your hands really quick. Okay, just look. Now, look, just sometimes you don't like them, do you? There are some days that you want to trade them in. Okay? But you always love them. Is that true?
Yes.
You always love them, but you kind of some days I'm going to trade you in, but you put your in for them. And kids don't always do what you want them to do.
Yes.
Now don't forget, have you got your lunch for school? Yes, I've got my lunch. And don't forget to put the cat out before we go. Yes, I won't forget the cat. Okay? 3 texts later at work, can you bring my lunch to school? Has this ever happened to anyone?
Yes.
You know? School shoes. And what do you sometimes say? You say, no, sorry. You have the power to do it, don't you? But sometimes you don't. You're not punishing them. You love them. But you don't always do what they want. Is that true?
Yes.
Richard? Okay. Because you are trying to do something in them. Okay? God doesn't do exactly what we want all the time. God could do it, but either way, God is always loving.
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
You don't believe me? Well, Romans 8:35, it's in your notes. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall trouble, hardship, persecution, famine, nakedness, danger, or sword? Let's update those verses a little bit, okay? So they're written back in Bible times. Let me update them for you because you probably weren't naked this week. Was anyone naked this week outside of your house? Did anyone have a sword thrust towards them this week? Okay, probably not. Okay. So let me update it for you. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall financial trouble?
No.
Shall depression?
No.
Shall cancer?
No.
Shall motor neuron disease?
No.
Unemployment?
No.
Paul says in Romans 8:37, no, in all of these things, everything that you can think of, the Bible says, you are more than a conqueror.
Yes, that's it.
Okay? And through your power, or is it through Christ's power? The Bible says it's through Christ's power living in you. God's heart is always loving towards you.
Amen.
Do you believe it?
Yes.
Okay. He doesn't have to prove his love when he answers our prayers. He's already proved his love on Calvary. When the Father sent his Son to die for you and me while our backs were turned, he proved his love towards us then. God doesn't always do what we think he should do, but his love cannot be separated from us. Number 2, if you could write this down, God's ways are always higher. Well, we sing this song in church, don't we? here, now. Your ways are higher, your thoughts are wilder. Love came like madness, poured out in blood-washed romance. It makes no sense, but this is grace. I know you're with me in this place. The verse says, your ways are higher and your thoughts are wilder. People ask this question and say, Pastor, why was my baby born with a defect? A heart defect? Pastor, why was my friend killed by a drunk driver? And you know, sometimes my response is, I think I get on dangerous grounds when I try to explain God's thinking. Do you understand what that? Because sometimes I can't answer because I don't know God's thinking and I don't have an answer. But I want to say something to you this morning. Faith in God's wisdom is better than my thinking. You understand that? God says in Isaiah chapter 55 verses 8 to 9, God says, my thoughts are not yours, my ways, your ways. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than yours, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. I take comfort in that. I take comfort in that when an event occurs in my life and it breaks my heart, and I say to myself, God, why is this happening? And I pray a prayer, God, what is it happening? And even in the silence, I've got to reassure myself, when I look at this Bible verse, I am comforted by it. Do you understand that? That comforts me. Because God's ways are better. His thinking is higher than the way I'm thinking. Because often when I go through a tragedy, my thinking is, God, where are you? I'm alone in this, I'm hurting, I'm in pain. And God sees that, and God's love is always towards me, but His thinking is higher. I may not be able to see it, I may not understand it, but His ways and His thinking is higher than mine. He's sovereign. He is glorious in all of His ways, the Bible says. And God uses every event, look at me for a moment, every event in your life, God uses it to shape you, mould you into the person of Christ. You may not like it, you may not feel it, but He is moulding and shaping you every event. Every ugly, good event in your life, He uses to mould you into the character of Christ. You may not be happy about it, but He does. He is weaving His plans together in your life. That's comfort. You're not abandoned. He loves you always. God's ways are higher. Sometimes we can't see it. Sometimes we don't agree with it. But we've got to say, God, your ways are higher and I don't understand. Nathan and the family arrived from the States and had their visa. I was watching them on Facebook and all the exciting pictures they're putting up there. And Nathan, one time, I'll tell you my plane story. I've told it several times. Every time I go to the airport, I go right. I turn right. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know what turning right is at the plane? You get to the plane, the door, show your ticket, and I always turn right, which is budget. Okay? And sometimes I think, why on earth would you want to spend money up in first class? You know, bunch of suckers up there, you know. My fare's only $2,000, theirs is $12,000, you know. Well, one day, I got on the plane. I didn't realise it, but my sponsor at a conference that I was speaking at knew the owner of the airlines, and the girl said to me, instead of saying go right, she said, go left. Yes. Yes. And I got upgraded. And I turned left. Everyone say, turn left. I got a towel. Oh, people on budget, that's okay. Then I got a drink before we even took off. And not only did I get a drink, but I got real food, and it wasn't in a plastic container. It was on a plate with real utensils that looked like plastic. They were still plastic. And I got some gadgets, and my seat went right back